Kembrel experience, so Kembrel.com, which we launched during our Wharton MBA, was actually a fantastic experience. So initially the idea was, because I was still shareholder of a pharmaceutical company, so the initial idea was go back to study and don't launch something. But then you get those kind of feelings, gut feelings, that you definitely have to launch something else. So with two other classmates, Sharif Habib and Stefan Jacob, amazing people, we decided to launch something, to launch another project. We got involved with the Wharton entrepreneurial program, which is absolutely world-class. You have the incubator, we were accepted in the incubator, we got all the different prizes that you can get, so you get a lot of support, a lot of access to really interesting knowledge. And we actually, with Kembrel.com, we were able to raise money while still studying. So with Mentortech, who are basically based just outside campus, an absolutely fantastic experience, because you can put in place basically what you learn at school, you take some classes, and you could then put them directly in practice. So Kembrel was just one fantastic experience. The progression of Sacriana.com, which was basically launched right after graduation, the history is interesting. So after Kembrel.com, the flash sales, the idea was, well, there are some other verticals that might be ready for flash sales, which is the case for the wine sector. I went to see the biggest Benelux player in flash sales, who has 1.5 million members. I said, okay, let's, instead of getting money immediately, let's go and try the C database. That's one of the drivers. Let's go and have access to great wines, great products. That's the second driver. And both drivers, if you use them well, they will basically bring you in a virtuous circle and hopefully then hit this hockey stick. So far we've been doing great. As a role model, I always had my uncle, who is, he had a small little business. He was doing fountains, so very, very small. He was the only entrepreneur of the family. And unfortunately he passed away, but when you go to Brussels, you still see all the fountains everywhere. And so it was interesting to see that he had a very different life, nothing, all the perks he didn't have of all those big corporations. He was a happy man. He was just living his thing. As an entrepreneur, when you do bad things, well, things don't go always the way you would like to go. And when it goes well, then you get all the success from it. So I saw him as a happy man, and he clearly motivated me. I worked for him for a couple of months, and it was really interesting to start this entrepreneurial life. I think as an entrepreneur, you have to be humble. It's not if you have started, even if you have started different companies, you start from scratch again. So if you start thinking about yourself that you are a role model, I don't think you're doing a great job. And I've been always impressed by people who are actually role models, is that they are so humble and they really believe they are not. So I hope for my sons, or privately, that I am a kind of role model. And I hope that I can inspire some other entrepreneurs or younger entrepreneurs to do it, because at the end it's only about execution. So it's not that difficult. So yes, I hope, but I don't think I am.